We'll have to change the titles of everything. Okay, so I've got Kick running. I've got YouTube attempting to run. It looks awful, though. Good morning, Lychee. How's the sleepiest of Lychees doing? Also, what's been going on with Wampus? We got to talk. Because as far as I can tell, Wampus hasn't streamed in a few days. I thought you did I miss something? Like, I'm kind of lost. Like, I don't know whether it's my Twitch still or whatever, but like I checked at the normal times every night, and I didn't see it on Tuesday though. That's why I was wondering. Really? Why wasn't it showing up in my feed? Did they end early? I would have loved to have come and hung out. I was even like, I'll see you then. And then nothing. And I'm like, where'd Lychee go? Or where'd Wampus go? I didn't get to talk to, like, I even told you, I was like, hey, I'll talk to you later, like, when they stream. And then, like, it never showed up in my Twitch feed. Wait, 10 PST. Which would put for me 1. I might have actually just gone to bed before they started. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I normally, like, when they start a little bit earlier, I come in at 12 and I hang out till I fall asleep. So maybe it was just the late start throwing me off. But you missed out. My PC almost caught fire yesterday. Which is great. So we have some tests to do today to see if it happens again. So I got the old CPU fixed on a lot of stuff, but we were still having some minor issues, right? This started with the graphical problems again with the new CPU, the ones that I'd already fixed with the old CPU. I did a BIOS update. They had said that the reason why it had taken them so long, and not actual fire, figuratively, it hit 100 degrees Celsius and I turned it off. So, which is hot. I could have boiled water. However, they had told me the reason why it took them so long to send me the CPU is they were doing the updates to it to give it the patch to fix the voltage problem. Celsius. When it got here, I booted it up and it was running fine. All my games had been running smoother than they have in months. And I was like, oh yes, finally, right? Like unlimited power. And it got a little warm when I was doing shaders and stuff, but like that's to be expected. The temperatures came back down really quick, like whatever. And then we jumped to Marvel Rival so I could in some of the bigger team fights, there's just so many particle effects on screen that the CPU chugs a bit. It's kind of just standard for that specific times in the fight for it to do a lot of calculations and math, right? But when that was happening, it was causing graphical glitches and stuff and all this. I'm like, man, this looks exactly like when that voltage problem started in the first place. So I went and checked the BIOS after I'd like closed everything. I was like, okay, let me get everything closed. Let me see what's going on. The BIOS was still for that CPU was still set to 4. Cleric the Mimic. How is it going? How is our favorite Mimic VTuber and Spartan? I've been mostly lurking in your channel recently because I've been dealing with computer problems. So I kind of just put people up, put them in the background, and then immediately go back to frantically punching my computer. but so I got the BIOS finally updated. I got all that updated again, and like I knew that right away that was like the issue. All of my problems cleared up. I played Marvel Rivals last night for, I want to say like 3 hours, and then World of Warcraft. Now, World of Warcraft, I do have running on DirectX 12, and that's not great. What have you been playing other than Master Chief and oh gosh, what's the game? I only know the memes. For Democracy, Helldivers 2. Yeah, I had to flash my BIOS yesterday, which was more than a little stressful. Oh, the worst part is the BIOS setting I had to flash was the one I already had on the previous CPU. So like having to flash it over was just dumb. I'm like, I already did this with the last one. Why did y'all not send me out of the box what I asked for? Like, y'all know this is a problem. Y'all know this is why I already made it, and you still sent me the wrong thing. But it's better-ish. Oh, you did play that. That's the weird game. You started out as a thief when I was in there last time. The one that's like super brutal, but kind of looks like old school, like sprite art. I had no idea what was going on because like I looked up a few times and I'm like, I don't get what he's doing. I'm like, okay, and would like go back to frantically trying to fix my PC. But I think we're good. So the test we're doing first is probably the more intensive one. I'm going to stay in the middle of the screen because it doesn't really matter too much what y'all see going on. But I'm live monitoring my temperatures and stuff. So if I miss something in chat, it's not that I'm not trying to pay attention. It's just I've got multiple diagnostic tools open and looking at all that. Unfortunately, the one tool I'm using doesn't monitor my GPU temp as accurately as I would like. There's been times where it's like, oh, it's at 5C, and I'm like, there's no way my GPU is at 5C right now. Oh, was it a mercenary? Okay. Me? Oh gosh. Technically I've had this account. Oh, wait, did I put that back in here? I don't know if I did or not. Hey, I did. Okay, so my account is technically older than there you are. Where have you been? My account is technically older than Twitch itself. So actually never. I have been streaming like more consistently with actually, oh no. Is that monthly cramping or that thing you do when you stretch and your entire calf just locks up? So I've been consistently trying to stream for years, right? But I haven't had good internet until the last couple of years, but I was fighting with cancer the whole time. So it wasn't till 2023 that I had cancer removed, but I'm still not okay. Like I'm still like kind of fighting to like make it day to day. So I picked up streaming in, oh gosh, I want to say June to August of this year, somewhere in that time frame. I didn't hit affiliate till I want to say September. So hit affiliate in September and have been consistently sitting at like, I'd say 3 to 6 viewers. It's not as big as I would like, but if I look at all the like analytics, I am just steadily growing, and I need to be the one thing I hate: patient. No patience, all frustration. That's what we do here. Yes. It's The tumor itself was benign. It was cancerous, but not malignant, so it wasn't spreading outside of the source. However, we are keeping an eye on the left side of my thyroid. The right side was removed. The left side has some nodules growing on it. So I might be in for another round of surgeries and stuff. You know, fingers crossed for me, please. I don't want to do this again if we don't have to. As far as we can tell, though, all my thyroid levels are at least balanced out now, which before I went from being, which is the one where your thyroid's too active and you can't gain weight? I went from being that to suddenly gaining like 100 pounds in like 6 months. So it was a lot. I went from like, I can't gain weight to I am heavy. Another round of, yeah, it's, is it hypo or hyper? Hyper, right? There's a specific term, and I never remember like which one it is, if it's hyper or hypo. Let me get this app opened up. So yeah, they are looking at, I have another ultrasound coming up. I want to say in a couple of months, but in the ultrasound, the left thyroid, and if that nodule's grown anymore, I have to go in for a biopsy, and those are gross. They put like a needle in your neck, and then what's basically a pair of needle nose pliers, and they just pinch off sections of you to test it. Now, obviously not the same size as needle nose pliers, but the same texture, and man, does it not feel great. Okay, so what we're going to boot up right now is I'm going to boot up Stalker, and if I crash out, I apologize. We don't know what's going to happen when I hit this button. It could just explode and I don't have a PC anymore. We don't know yet. Well, thank you for stopping in, Cleric. It means a lot. I know, like, when we're all still kind of in the beginning, helping each other, like, means a bunch. So you just lurking is more than enough help. Yeah. Health-wise, though, as long as that nodule is just a cyst, which is what they originally thought the first one was. And they're like, no, it's just a cyst, you're overreacting. And then they removed it, and I'm like, better. I was better health-wise, like by the end of the week from having that thyroid removed. It was like night and day. It was ridiculous. Okay. I'm stalling, if you haven't noticed. I'm like freaking out that it's just going to like go horrendously wrong. So I'm stalling. I'm stalling just a little bit.
Flames. On the side of my face.
I need to up this.
Breathing. Breath.
I was listening to the audio file to see how bad the graphical glitches were yesterday, and the flames on the side of my face is actually kind of quiet. I wanted that to be slightly overpowering, and it's not. So I might have to re-audio mix it because it's already at like 90% volume and it's still not loud enough. I'm still stalling. Okay, we're hitting the button. Okay, good so far. Nothing's happening. Oh. Hey, they added a new warning since the last time I played. The health and safety warning for epileptic seizures is finally at the start of the game. I'm so glad. Oh, and then when I finally loaded into this yesterday, because this is the first thing I booted up. As soon as I got the CPU in and I did like an initial diagnostic, the first thing I booted up was I've forgotten the name of this game. Oh God. Oh. Hold on. Am I still here? Okay, I'm still moving. That's good. Oh, no. Temps are at 73. 71 to 73. That's good. CPU usage only hit 29. I think we're live. Yeah. Look at that. Hooray, we live. We live, and the temperatures didn't get high at all. It didn't even spike into ADC, which is amazing. GPU didn't spike at all either. Awesome. Yeah, it's really dumb that all it took was that BIOS update. So, to explain the problem we were having, for some reason, the new Intel chips, they knew. Apparently, this has been going on for 2 entire generations, something like 8 years worth of Intel chips have this voltage problem where they suddenly just spike their voltage and fry your CPU out. And then from that point on, slowly carbonizes the chip as it over electrocutes itself over and over and over again, right? What is this song? Oh, this is the dinner song. Okay. I'm playing the soundtrack for Final Fantasy 16. Yeah. So when you would, I don't know if you were ever in here, Wampus, when we had crunchy audio, that crunchy audio was actually the sound of my CPU. I do love Stalker 2, but we're not running Stalker right now. I just ran it to do the shaders. When you boot up Stalker 2, it always loads every single bit of the shaders. It's actually one of the most CPU intensive games when you first launch it. Yeah, your hallucinated crunch. Yeah. That crunch was actually the CPU frying itself out. It was the sound of the CPU electrocuting itself in a not good way. A got shower. I love got showers. They're my favorite. Bring me with you. I need one. I need to do something with my beard. I think I need to like trim it down or something. Oh, so Wampus, I need to ask. When I sent you that, before you leave, please, when I sent you that Facebook link, did you actually see my Facebook page? I know at one point you were like, hey, freak out about this. And I did a little bit. Okay. So that was my wife, me, and my kids. Before the beard. I have a beard now. I haven't shaved in a few months. That thing I did with my upper back, I just couldn't bring my arms up and hold them steady enough to shave. And I use a straight razor and a safety razor. I don't use regular razors on my face. So I figured like I probably shouldn't with shaky hands. Oh, okay. So it didn't show you the actual picture. That's good. I mean, the name isn't great. I think I would have rather you have seen my face than my real name, but thank you. Yeah, I think I even went back and deleted it because I panicked really hard. You know, I actually made a public facing Banroku page that I need to finish up so that if I ever want to send any of my online nerd friends stuff from Facebook, I can send it to that profile and filter it and send that to someone else. So when they click on it, it shows Banroku instead of me. I did that with Spotify as well, because my Spotify was originally my name public facing. And one of the streams a while back, when I booted the stream up, had like my name on it, and I'm like, like panicked and like closed out Spotify. I was trying to add that widget that like shows what song I'm listening to, and I know that would probably make it better. It's not hard to like screen grab or do any of that type of stuff, but I would rather, I don't know how to word it. I would rather get in a weird habit of just not using my Facebook page at all, but I haven't quite got there yet. Like my TikTok algorithm, unfortunately, right now is just all political stuff. And I'm like, I've been purposely just searching up like cat videos or whatever, and I'll get like a cat video and then immediately, yeah, go shower. I've forgotten. Yeah. Yeah, Surrey-bot's pretty good when Surrey works. Oh. Okay, so we have one last set of tests to do. I did promise Lychee we would do a little bit. We would do a little bit more. That's not locked. It's supposed to be locked. That wasn't locked. I promised Leechy we would do a little bit of Island. However, I do want to run a handful of games of Marvel Rivals with all the streams up and running to make sure I'm not going to get any more graphical glitches before we jump to Coral Island. I tried to do that yesterday, but I got like an hour in and my computer was cannibalizing itself. So to make myself feel a little bit more at ease, I want every single bit of my crap running before I jump into this to see like if it's better. That does mean I need to do a resize, and then I need to shift. That's not covering too much of the screen. That should be fun. Take! Yes, it was dying again. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick run through for Take. Had a CPU that was the 14 gen CPU, and it had the voltage problem of frying itself out. I finally got a warranty replacement on it, and they sent me a new one. I put it in, and they told me that it took so long to send it to me because they were doing an update on it to make sure it had the right firmware. It got to me. I booted it up, played a couple of games. It was all running ridiculously smoothly. Temperature's fine, whatever. And then I decided, okay, let's stream. Stream some Marvel Rivals to make sure that all the video compiling and all that was still going to be running well. And then halfway through Marvel Rivals, I started getting graphical glitches and hitting 100% CPU and 100 degrees Celsius on my temp for my CPU. So I panicked and I was like, oh God, what's happening? This looks exactly like the electrical problem I was having before. What's going on? I booted up the information for the firmware, and it was the wrong firmware. It was the one before Intel put out the patch to fix the voltage problem. They literally sent me the wrong part, or did not do what they said they were going to do. One of the two. Sorry, I had to delay an ad. It was going to cut you off like right at the end of that sentence. Okay, so we've done a BIOS flash. I run a couple of tests last night, but I only did it on OBS recording. I wasn't doing it on multi-streaming. So now we booted up Stalker. It didn't run up too high. It was running fine. We're actually going to run a little bit of Marvel Rivals, like a handful of games to make sure those are working before I, give myself the check of approval that everything is fine. After that, after I run like a handful of games of Marvel Rivals, if I could spell Marvel to save my life, God, my hands just aren't typing it. It was like MRV, and I'm like, there's a vowel here somewhere. Okay. So we're going to run a handful of games of Marvel Rivals to make sure everything is still working fine. And then I did promise Leechy we would do a little bit of, I almost said Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Coral Island, not Kingdom Come yet. That's not till the 4th. yeah, it was awful. I was just like, my hand's not on home row. Like, what happened there? Oh God. So yeah, Marvel Rivals was originally running really smooth. And the thing that kills me is the games were running smoother before it started freaking out than my PC has done in months. And like, I could instantly tell like frame rate was better, response was better, like calculations for certain things when I did a test run of editing a video and just chopping it all to pieces and then forcing it to compile it all on its own, like a bunch of automated features. And that happened really quick. Like all of it was running better than it has in so long. And then I booted up Marvel Rivals to do it on stream, and it just completely pooped itself. And it was like slowly getting worse. It was one of those like, I would get into a team fight. I was Thor at the time. I'd get into a team fight and I'd do the like spin up dash move where he like spins his hammer and throws it and it drags him along. And I would do that. And one of the times I did it, my monitor turned off. It just stopped putting out information to my monitor. And then when it finally came back up and like showed me the temp was so high. I was like, okay, so we're done for today. Like as soon as the match was over, I was like, I tried to raid someone and freaking Firefox crashed, and I was just like, okay, bye guys, and like just ended the stream. It was I crashed out really early. I think I ended stream at like 1 o'clock. Like it was not very long, and I spent like quite a bit of time yakety yakking at the beginning of stream last time. So now y'all will have to tell me if y'all are seeing anything on your end. I don't have a large enough screen as my secondary monitor to monitor everything. And well, no, I could probably do this. Hold on, let's try that. Nope, wrong button. There we go. And then shift this over. Yeah, I tried to send the raid out, and I was trying to raid someone that was playing the same game I was. So it was going to be a raid to somebody new. And it just wasn't working. And then I was like, okay, well, let me try something else. And I canceled the raid, and Firefox closed. And I was just like, oh, bye guys. Like, I'm out of my depth. I don't know what to do. Oh, this is the new season for the Chinese New Year. Isn't that cool? There's like a whole thing that goes with this, and I've got some of the paint, but I don't have all of it yet. There's costumes for like Star-Lord, and I think there's 2 in the store. Yeah. So we have, oh wait, where are they at? Wait, is it through? Oh, it's just a full purchase of $28. That's gross. Chinese Dragon Iron Fist. Wasn't that kind of a cool intro? Like, I love that a bit. This one seems kind of lame to me, but like Black Widow has to have some skins, right? I feel bad because like Iron Fists is really good, and oh god, what was the other one? Can't remember who the other skin was. Oh, Star-Lord. Star-Lord's is really good. And then you have Black Widow, and it's just like, oh yeah, she's here. Look at that though. I love it. Fantastic. Okay, ads are gonna start here in a minute. I'm gonna probably just boot up into a quick match though, so thank you for hanging out for the ads when those pop up. But I want to just try to get some of this testing out of the way so we can move on. I've been doing a lot of Rocket recently, so I swapped out my my tag. I really like the new Rocket skin. Yeah, that felt a little, somebody was saying that on Reddit, that they looked very similar, and I was like, no, they don't. And then they put a side-by-side picture, and I was like, I mean, only a little bit.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
So what I'm trying with Rocket is getting in the habit of shooting one healing ball, and then yeah, they showed a side-by-side picture, and I was like, oh, huh. I mean, maybe they look a little similar. I don't know. That smelly wooa. I wish I liked those games, but like something about them, like the story just either isn't compelling at all, or you have the issue like you do with the other one, the one that almost killed me, the one that that I keep blaming for my heart issue, and I had to go to the hospital for a bit. Genshin. Genshin is ruined so much by Paimon. Like so bad that I literally stopped playing it almost exclusively because of Paimon. And the heart thing. The heart thing put me kind of off of it quite a bit.
Call me a raccoon. We're gonna have a problem. Armor patch here. Hey up. I'll patch you up. I'm fucking helpful. Down. That fucking hurt.
Anyone willing to help?
I knew I was going to get hit by it.
Feeling fantastic.
I jumped it and it came back in behind me. No, the clearing caught it. Oh god, I got caught. The amount of people that keep getting caught by his walls.
My good deed for the day.
Yeah, our Hulk got caught by the walls, which is so frustrating because, like,
Thanks.
Hulk can just jump over him. Woo! That's spicy. I don't even know what I got hit by. Who do they have?
Needed that more than you know.
I'll patch you up.
Now I might survive this.
My team split and I can't, like, bounce my orbs the way I need to.
That flarkin' hurt. Doc Rocket is in the office.
Oh, I forgot that music is running in the background. I was like, man, this is some pretty epic music in Marvel Rivals. When did they add this? And it's Final Fantasy 16 boss music. The,
Ready for action.
the Groot knows I'm, like, deleting his walls. So he's been, like, trying to move him to where I'm not gonna just immediately get rid of him.
Much better. See, I'm flarkin' helpful. I'll patch you up.
Behold the god of thunder!
That was nice. Behold the God of is my favorite. So far, so good. I'm not seeing, like, as many many after effects as I was seeing before. Like, by this time when I was multi-streaming yesterday, I was already getting, like, little stutters. Now, I also adjusted my settings in it's kind of weird. A lot of my apps and stuff log themselves out, which makes me wonder what type of what level of stuff they use, because why'd she, oh my gosh, she put down her ult and then left it. That's dumb. She had her, like, close to invincibility ult down and left it and died.
You're welcome.
Every little bit helps.
Systems smash.
He doesn't know his spacing at all. Very frustrating.
That is much better. Pulse charge. Your powers are mine.
Maximum pulse!
Thanks. Wish I could hear you back. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Oh, he's so far away.
See, I'm flarkin' helpful.
Oh, it didn't do it. It wasted 2 of my charges. I was trying to do, there's like this jump tech with Rocket where if you connect yourself to the wall and do your jump at the same time, your dash, it'll launch you, like, really high directly up in the air. And it didn't do it the way I wanted to. It didn't do it that time either. What's going on? Yeah, it's not doing it. That's frustrating. Ugh.
You guys ready to overthrow us?
So far, so good, though. I'm really excited about it not pooping the bed. And it's so dumb because it's like the patch that they put in basically just nerfs your card. Because there was something in the programming that was letting it exceed what its total voltage was. So, like, say it was supposed to run on, like, 3 volts. I'm just throwing out arbitrary numbers, not real numbers. Say it was running on 3 volts. And
The god of thunder!
you were using a car that was aftermarket that was upgraded a bit, allegedly to a capacity that it can do, which happens, right? It's like they give them a capacity of like how far voltages can be pushed, right? But if that number is exceeded from the total number that the card can hold at, or the part can hold at all, it will it'll short circuit itself. And they were letting it extend infinitely in voltage. So the old school way to fix it was to purposely down voltage your card so that under heavy load, oh, that was a waste. So under heavy load, it wouldn't overheat or over voltage. I need to start shooting 2 of these.
You guys ready to overthrow a king? Let's do this.
Ugh, him being so short's a pain in the butt.
That put a spring in my step.
Only 60 seconds left.
This is real firepower!
Against the world.
You up. My good deed for the day.
Run the exploding plasma. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Oh, he chased me down anyway. Okay, we're doing that. I'm swapping.
Down to 30
I've been trying to kill his walls, and I'm the only one killing them. While it's okay, it's not perfect. Oh no, what was that?
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I'm getting the stutter again. I forgot who I was for a second and just tried to throw my rocket orb up there.
A foam of life.
Okay, I don't know what was going on, but it seems to have cleared up.
You owe me one. My time to shine. My time to shine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not showing any voltage problems, temperature problems, usage issues at all. But I got like a tiny stutter there. I might have to open the case up and like reseat the CPU.
My time to shine. Much better.
Yeah, it's still acting a little wonky today. It's not bad yet, but we might have to run a little bit more to see what's going on. I need to also check my Marvel Rival settings to make sure that like auto frame generation crap didn't turn itself back on. But like I'm not hearing a lot of the audio sounds. Like I didn't realize our I didn't even hear the audio cue for our Frank to activate his ult. The judge, jury, and executioner. I know he says it differently when he activates it on your team versus the enemy team, but I didn't hear it at all. I didn't hear a single audio call out from his character. Okay. Let's back up and let's check our settings. Make sure nothing like reactivated itself. Yeah, I don't want frame generation at all. That keeps turning itself back on. All these are different now too. I redid all of this and all of it's different again. This saved the network and the FPS settings. I'll have to look this up again. I found a specific, like, what to use for your card deal. Check our achievements before I jump back in. Cool. Let's just use a Black Widow nameplate. Okay. Thank y'all for hanging out while I do this. I know it's not the most, like, interesting thing for me to just be constantly throwing numbers and stuff out. And as far as, like, socket temperature and all that voltage, all that's fine now. I'm not, like, overvolting. I'm not having any sort of weird issues as far as any of that goes. I do wonder, though, I did close the GPU tracker on accident before we started that rant. Let me pull that back up. It's going to cover the video. So if the video starts like pixelating really heavy, let me know. I'm going to monitor it for this next round. And we'll see if the GPU needs some sort of help. Because the GPU was running fine, but I did have my hands in the case, right? So it's hard to tell if you bumped something or moved something. If so, I might need to reopen it up, pull the GPU out, make sure it's clean, and put it back. Just reseat it in the... let's Cloak and Dagger. She's got a bunch of particle effects, so being able to cause that on purpose would help a little bit. Yeah, because I'm running at like 78% of my GPU right now, and I'm sitting on this screen. We'll see, we'll see. So, I have picked up something so that we might start doing night streams with Rye or Die. She's been playing and finally convinced me, because I'm a sap, I don't know. She finally convinced me to download and play World of Warcraft Classic. So I got all that downloaded yesterday. I resubscribed, and then she was like, we're playing on the Alliance. And I'm like, oh. So now I'm a filthy human, and it is terrible. A human warrior. And then like a bunch of the other people that like joined the group all chose human warriors. So we now have 4 human warriors and 2 priests in the guild. We might need to figure out a different way to handle some of that. I'm not getting heavy spikes in the GPU, so I don't know what's going on with that. Wow. Yeah, PC helps a lot, man. What is it? It like when I try to force it by like just moving. Sorry, I know I'm shaking the camera on. When I try to force it by like moving the camera, I don't get any like effects, which is what makes me, you know, leads me to believe that it's a CPU problem, not a graphics problem. If it's a graphics problem, I'd start getting like visual artifacts or whatever. I don't know what the technical term is anymore. There was a term before, it's like artifacts or something for when I want to say it's artifacts. Again, not 100% sure on that, but that went well. That's what I did. Like I when I took it apart before I even messed with the CPU, sorry, yeah, the CPU. Before I even messed with the CPU yesterday, when I swapped out the old one for the new one, I spent like an hour cleaning the case
Keep going.
of just like can of air and a vac, just pushing it all towards the back fans and vacuuming it all out.
We are undefeated.
Are they rocking? Oh, they're rocking 5 healers. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, man, we can't kill these guys to save our lives. As long as they keep separating from themselves like that, we're fine. The one we need to look out for is Jeff. Oh, I did it too early. What now, Jeff? Sometimes when I throw my, like, daggers, they zip around them at, like, Mach 10, but never hitting them. Noxus! Aren't you supposed to be working? Isn't Thursday your day off from streaming because you're too busy? Or am I getting that wrong? You might not even be able to hear me now that I'm saying that.
There's always a spark of light in
Yeah, the 2 times I did play Alliance, I was a dwarf once because did you see it? Like when we loaded in, and I tried to jump over this block.
30 seconds.
Why? It's right here. I can force it to send the voltage up.
You are Midgard's goddess of squirrels, are you not?
What is that? I literally can change the frequency of my CPU by jumping over this plant.
And these are just my furry little friends who happen to take my every command.
Not working?
Call a squirrel my ally.
Well, that's weird. Hopefully it works out. Well, hopefully it works out. Wink, wink, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at what's going on with my. Yeah, my FPS is just tanking. What is going on? Yeah, look at that. I wasn't looking at the one actually on the screen. Yeah, it's dropping down to 40. Okay, so after this match, I'm gonna have to re-look up that video that like adjusted all the stuff because apparently it didn't save.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
I'm still not entirely sure why they're memeing like this, but whatever. Ah, well, hopefully it works out for you.
my time to shine. Against the world.
Yeah, look at all that. Oh my god, my frame rate. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to figure out what's going on there, because that is awful. Trying to get all these healers down is gonna be really rough.
My time to shine.
You captured more than half. Keep going. We are undefeatable.
My time to shine.
I am ready to put on a show.
My time to shine. You owe me one.
Control lost.
My time to shine.
We can't kill them because we can't like burst through them. There we go. That was silly. Well, I'm glad you came in, Doc. It means a lot. Okay, that was a bit of a waste, but all right. Yeah, I try to not play human either.
I made a collapse.
Let's keep playing until we have a winner.
That's like, it's one of those, like, you know, if I'm playing a fantasy game, why would I be a human? The problem is in a lot of games, humans end up being like the best race, unfortunately. Squirrel Stampede is probably one of the better ones to copy there. Her jumping off the thing cost us to win. That's funny. Okay, so I don't know what's causing it in this game, but we really are just tanking FPS. Like, it was dropping down. Yeah, it just dropped down to 10. I don't know. Oh, I was solo healing that whole time? I didn't know that. Okay, let me see if I can find that Reddit post where I edited all my settings. There's some of these that are like, it's just not worth having on high. And I have a pretty decent computer. Obviously, it's not a 5090, but I'm not even 100% sure that's out yet. Ba-ba-bum. We'll turn that back on for now and see if that fixes it. But let me swap some of these other settings real quick. If anything, the settings I'm looking at right now that were working last night are higher are actually higher than okay, let's try frame gen again. We'll do one more, see if that helps. Okay. Where am I at on all of my gauges? Give me a second. I have to get these set back up. Okay, so yeah. As far as what you were saying, Spartan, like,
Your hero or villain.
the problem is I like playing everything, right? Let's take Final Fantasy 11. One character can be all classes, right? Some races are better at
We are close
certain
to
types of
Delta.
combat than others, right? Like Galka are not, they're really good at strength-based stuff, but their mind-based stuff, their magic is lesser. So in my head, I'm like, if I can have one character be everything and all I've got to do is like swap that stuff out and be a new class, why would I be anything other than the most balanced down the middle of the road class or race, right? Like in any game that has that, like different races have
You know the real power of the light force.
30 seconds before you attack. Ready?
we'll see. Either frame generation is ridiculously strong or there's something funky working on.
Go on, name your price.
Oh my gosh, the bots are out in full force on Kick right now.
I mean, technically I ain't a raccoon, but something tells me I shouldn't push my luck.
I blocked the first one and the next one was using the same name.
3, 2,
Like not the not using the same name entirely, but using the same like
got it?
God, let me get all this turned back on.
Because he gets me.
Jerks. There we go. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. I think I was I don't remember what my first character was now that I'm saying that. The one I beat the game with, I have no idea.
Incoming.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Double KO.
My time to shine.
I'm still getting like heavy drops though. It might be what I'll need to test is if I'm still getting the drops. I'm still getting the drops after stream. It's not really, really bad, but it's enough that it's like noticeable that there's a problem.
My time to shine. My time to shine.
Lights out.
Please, we're hurt. Destroy these unks as soon as you see them.
And they went from being okay to not okay really quick.
Seriously, stay away from my sky. Us against the world.
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Kind of sucks that I don't count as tangible when I'm doing that.
Us against the world.
Woo! Munakanchu.
My time to shine.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
Feeling good.
Are we all healers again? Man,
Guys are about to shoot. I'll patch you up.
My time to shine.
Suffering the darkness. Randy, watch out. Andy needs help.
triple healer doesn't work if we're not like keeping the back line safe.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
I'm gonna have to swap to a
Just return
tank.
your favor sometimes.
Suffering the darkness.
My time to shine.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
This is real firepower.
My time to shine.
Find me. I'm just dying.
They've almost got it.
All because they can't hit one Spider-Man. The whole team's just oblivious, man. Oh my god.
Us against the world.
He's gonna do his pulse soon.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Us against the world. Pop back up under their nose.
My time to shine.
Yep. Yep. I want to say I was a human. I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. That seemed a lot better. I don't know why turning that setting off and back on helped as much as it did, but I got like one stutter that entire time.
People are always afraid of
Let's swap out though, because do we still have too many
our cloak and dagger.
healers?
We are hope and
Yeah.
I am the. I will dare the very.
See if me and Wolverine can bully some people.
Get ready.
Hey, Thor. Let me see the hammer.
No.
I just want to see if it'll charge up my gun. Come on, I'll give it back.
No.
Come on.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Man,
2, 1.
I have like one good day on pick, and the next day is nothing but bots all day.
One must first.
Buh. Oh well.
Bravery comes only after fear.
Okay, so I think we are in a decent spot right now. I still need to figure out if I need to change my settings to get better frame rate. 'Cause I would rather the game look like crap and work than it to be like super pretty. I know she did. Oh, well, she got nobody. I was like, I know she didn't just full on run in there like that. I missed. Go ahead and take the point real quick. There we go. Who was that? Oh, Spider-Man. I was like, hold up.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
God, his movement's so fast. So frustrating. Blah, 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 blah. How's everybody else's day going? I know part of this is just me freaking out because it's like even the tiniest stutter I'm like overly like freaking out about. But like the game worked on the worst CPU, the one that was like already busted. So like getting a new one that's not any better is kind of stressful. Right there, every time I go to like spin up to do a tackle, I lose frame rate. It's like the second or third time like it stuttered as I let go of the button. I'm purposely trying to flick it around. I know it's probably in 25 minutes you just get to not be at work. That sounds good. I mean, mine was going good till whatever's going on with this. I was worried it was going to be a thermal paste problem because it's been years since I've had to swap a CPU. So I'm like, the worst part right now is going to be thermal paste. Like I've not thermal paste on something in 15 years. Whoa! What was that? That was a dumb amount of lag. I landed my ult and my entire computer just froze. Huh. What was that? Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm the only one ever on the point. Oh man, yeah. Let me swap over to this real quick. I'm not getting, here's the dumb thing. I'm not getting any spikes to like full CPU usage. I'm not getting any spikes to full GPU usage. I'm not getting anything that should be indicating that I am dropping frames and locking up the way I am. Because that was bad. I don't know how much y'all saw of that, but that was the other weird thing. In my stream yesterday, it wasn't showing everybody what I was seeing. I was seeing like my monitor cutting out and a bunch of like blips and stuff going on, but you couldn't see it on the stream. Screw it. Let's just try it on medium. This is going to be my last attempt. We're just dropping all the settings down to medium. I'm saying screw it. And we'll see what happens from there. If this doesn't get it, not great. Not great. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I didn't have it on balanced before. When I put the new CPU in, it reset a lot of my settings in the game, and I've been fighting it ever since. Oh, that's not a good sign.
Sí.
Ah.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Yo juego esto y me voy.
They've made it halfway. Stop.
Oh, that's an even worse sign.
There's always a spark
Better
of
stop
light
that
in the
vehicle.
darkness.
Either they lost a healer, or they never had one to start with. Not sure which yet.
My time to shine.
Okay, that's actually running a little better right now. Still not as good as I would like, but... Damn it. I knew that was coming too as soon as I heard the horn sound. Oh, man. Oh, Noxus, are you still here or have you head out already?
I'll get you next time.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Lights out. Darkness.
Yeah, they're not protecting the backline even in the slightest. Let's he's gonna keep jumping in like that. Let's damage boost and see if we can delete him faster.
Better stop that vehicle.
Seems to be better now with the balanced frame rate instead of and taking us back down to medium.
I need a now or never. Stop them.
Oh, and then we found out like with
Feel better. Fight better. Disappear.
we found out with the models on this game with Mantis, the reason why it's really hard to hit a headshot on her is the headshot marker is not where the circle is. Or like the hit marker isn't where the circle is, because she occasionally throws with her left hand. It alternates the like fire location.
Don't give them another inch, or else.
This is real firepower!
Not this place up, folks. The knuckles folk is coming. We are undefeatable.
It pleases me to be helpful.
You made me angry.
I need assistance.
Shake it up.
Lead them to Khonshu!
Oh, I didn't even see Mr. Fantastic come in. Hit the squid. The squid's not moving. There we go.
Some scores to settle.
Oh, but Noxus, I'm looking at. Are y'all still gonna be doing that? You're still here. Are you still gonna be doing that dinosaur game for a bit?
Time to drain.
Feel better, fight better. The knuckle spike is coming.
I just got more dangerous.
Anger is healthy.
To shoot at us. Thanks, friend. Someone scratch my back.
Getting my team to single people out is so rough.
This is real fantastic.
They should be game.
And dangerous.
You made me angry. Feel better, fight better.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Better suffer with suffering.
I thought I saw my ult pop behind my phone, but I didn't. There was like a flash of light right behind the corner of my phone. I was like, yes, my ult. So I ran in. I didn't have my ult. I don't know what this rocket thinks he's doing, but it wasn't helpful, whatever it was. Okay, so yeah, dropping us down to medium and swapping us to balance at least made it to where I wasn't hiccuping anymore. And I'll just tank that as a win, you know. We're just going to call that as that worked out really well for us. And we're going to swap over and do a little bit of Coral Island so Lychee can ogle? Moggle? Boggle? Whatever, look at Mark. The dumb thing is I won't even be able to use that game to test anything because it's so like it's so not graphic intensive. Like it's very pretty, but like because nothing is like moving at high rates. Oh, how long has that been busted? Oh no. What? Okay, hold up. My Restream.io is showing me like frame rate chugging really bad. But then when I go to the streams for, I'm just flipping my head around to get like movement going. Yeah, I don't know. All these look fine. So weird, man. I feel like all I'm ever doing is like diagnosing stuff on my PC. But let's take a break from the stress. Let's de-stress for a minute. And we are going to swap over to Coral Island, which is kind of like Stardew Valley, but a little bit more graphically pretty for people that prefer that. It kind of works off the same premise, though. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm just hyper aware of every tiny little thing that's different. But the problem is okay, so I paid $480 some to have them pre-ship the CPU. I only get that money back if I send the CPU I have back. But if this CPU isn't fixed, then I need to send one of them back and RMA the next one. But if I do that, I have to send the whole PC back. So like, I'm trying to get all of this like quantified or whatever. So I need to know whether I'm packing up my entire PC to send back or if I'm sending back just the CPU. So it's definitely stressful. And I know like $470 some isn't that big of a deal, but the problem is it's the 23rd of January. And on the 4th of February, I'm supposed to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance on stream. No, that's not that important, but this is kind of like all I have in my life right now. It's like streaming and my family. So this working out well would definitely like soothe my soul a bit. And it's not taking it. Hold on. So it'll auto detect the first time I boot up a game. But if I try to, oh no, there we go. Hey, awesome. I'm so glad that feature works now. So I brought it up yesterday. I don't know if y'all had seen, but like OBS, when you like are capturing a screen for like a game, there's an option that's like capture same screen or similar, right? And it didn't work before on the old CPU. Like I literally tested the old CPU before I swapped it out yesterday morning. So I did test, not yesterday morning, but the night before. the night before, did a bunch of tests, unplugged it all overnight to let it like be nice and room temp so that when I, take it apart or whatever. Yesterday morning, did all the swaps, opened it up, cleaned it out, put in the new stuff, made sure everything was clean and dry and pretty, and then booted it up and everything was fine. But the feature of it auto detecting a game has not worked once since I've been using OBS, and now it does, and it's kind of fantastic. Because I swapped games just now, and I came over here to do the thing I always do, where I hand edit the options, and I didn't have to because it's just working. It's just one of those like quality of life that I did not realize I needed or wanted. It just worked, and I'm like, oh, that's neat. Why did that do that? And then I'm like, I went looking into it, and apparently it's been a feature for a while. It's just I haven't been able to take advantage of it. I don't know why the CPU being busted the way it is has broken so many things, but wait, this is primary output, cannot be disabled, blah, blah, blah. Why is that coming up? Okay, there we go. This is another weird thing about this game is the mouse through. I'm mousing. I'm not even in the game right now. I'm on OBS and it's like still tracking my mouse, but it's not 1-for-1. It's like a weird smaller ratio. Oh gosh. Okay. Did I swap that? I did. So we're going to do a little bit of just kind of cozy Coral Island at this point to just, one, for my anxiety to calm down a bit, and two, I promised Lychee. So we definitely need to keep our promises or Lychee will hydrate me till I drown. Because she loves to torture for the streamers she likes, and it is terrible. Poor Wampus just getting forced to take cold showers every time they stream. I don't even think Lychee's here right now to listen to my ridiculousness. He has a tendency to not get up out of bed right away. And allegedly, I don't know, allegedly my voice is very soothing. I don't believe it, but man, I'm so sad Veilguard ended up the way it did. Now, EA having the expectations they had was ridiculous. Like that's a new entry into the series for a series of games that never really sold well to start with, but they expected a whole lot more out of it than they actually got. And they're now holding BioWare like responsible for it not turning out well. And I'm just kind of over here like, I don't know what you expected, like it didn't turn out well because of course it didn't turn out well. You put a new lead in it that the lead designer did not like the previous work, didn't want to follow the previous work, and like as much as people want to be like, oh, they woke it. I'm like, no, it sold close to the exact same amount as the last Dragon Age. Like they just put too much money and changed too much to attract to new people. Not the end of the world, just was never gonna get anywhere. It's so funny how the loved gifts work in this game. Because some of the people are like, oh man, I want something like ridiculously specific. And it's really hard for you to chase down everything you need. And it's kind of frustrating to handle everything. And then other people are like, can you just bring me a shell from the beach? And it'll be my favorite gift in the entire world that I've ever thought about thinking of liking. And it always seems slightly over the top, and I'm just like, okay, What's the button I need for? Is it this one? Okay. I wish that loaded a little bit quicker. That was a little odd. Hold on, let me alt tab. Bap. Now, at the same time, the people that love Dragon Age Origins, there was a sizable amount of them that didn't like the next games. They didn't like what they had done to swap the type of combat, and all they've done since the very beginning is move farther and farther away from that. Now that's kind of neither here nor there, right? Like, games have to evolve or people just stop playing them. The problem there is every game they change something about the... Oh. What is a large golden egg? Excuse me? I don't know what that is. You know what we should probably do today in game is go and check on we need to go and check on the research station, because clearly I still need to upgrade my grass and I need to upgrade my fruit trees, but I think the fruit trees required I think the fruit trees required a bunch of stuff underwater. So we might need to... Oh, how do I put this back? Can I not? I don't remember how that works. I might have to put it in the silo outside. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Like, you say that, but then look at Larian Studios. CRPGs have always been popular to the CRPG crowd. People that like those really in-depth story-playing games have always liked them. And you can't say that, like, they can't be popular and they can't do stuff, because, like, look how well that turned out for them. You know? They did an amazing job with it. It's just nobody else really cared for some of the other ones. And, like, it's not just the combat. They also change. Why did we also get a golden milk? Oh, is it because they wanted their stuff? If you played Origins in the hardest difficulty, you played it like you would a Larian game. The only difference with it was the only difference between the two is Larian really loves ground effects, which is not something that you could do in Origins. Please be careful, Noxus. Let me know when you get home, because I need to talk to you about that dinosaur game. Okay, we'll sell the rest of this. And the sheep didn't have anything, right? Yeah. And the difference between the two is like the grid system or whatever, right? But in Origins, if you played it in tactical mode, which a lot of people did, like there was less people playing it in the active mode than in the tactical mode when the original one came out, which is kind of one of the reasons why it did so well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to figure out what I'm doing with all these fridges and stuff, because to be frank, I have no clue. I have no clue what I'm doing with any of this stuff in here. I'm just going to sell all that. Just so I don't have to think about it. Flowers. We need a orchid. And then Emma wanted bee foraging of a cockle. Oh, you know what? We actually talked about this last time, that anytime I go to visit these people for their birthdays, I need to bring 2 gifts. Okay, so let's go figure out where all they're at. I mean, I get that. A lot of the people that got really into it and the combat's really good in Veilguard, but it's kind of, as far as I could tell, it's kind of the only thing that's good. Like I've seen nothing but complaints about the rest of the game. Even if you ignore the stuff about it being woke or whatever, there's still just a bunch of people just complaining about how the game itself is. She's out at the pond. And like, I'm still going to play it at one point. But the lower my expectations, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, right? There hasn't been a good like Assassin's Creed game that I would say I would go out of my way to try to purchase in a while. Like I've played them all because they come to the Game Pass, but if they didn't come to the Game Pass, I'd never touch them. Who are you? You wanted cockles, right? Yeah, this is my favorite. Thank you so much for my birthday gift. You're a great friend. And then let's give her another one. Oh, is it not going to let me? Okay, they fixed it. So on people's birthday, it puts them at -1 gift. Oh, they fixed it all together. Okay, so on her birthday, it lets us for this week give her 3 gifts instead of, okay. So before it would put them at -1. That was the way they were getting around the max of 2 gifts. So at -1, you could give them 1 gift, which would bring them up to 0. And then you give them another gift and it would bring them up to 1. So you could double gift them and get double points on their birthday. That's not a thing anymore, apparently, which is fine, I guess. Like, it just meant I didn't have to talk to these people as much, and it was kind of nice. Yeah, and the only reason I say ignoring that stuff is like, you know, I feel like it's silly to get your pants, your pantalones in a bunch over something that doesn't matter. You know, like, okay, the one I did find hilarious. In Cyberpunk 2077, there's a mission where you go and ask, what am I asking? Oh, we can hang out with people now? That's cool. I think I've bought everything I need, unless we're gonna, I need to figure out what we're doing for the next season, but I kind of don't care right now, so let's not worry about that. Yeah, in Cyberpunk 2077, you go to like a brain dance cafe where you go and you have intimate relations and a talk with somebody. And before they patched it, when you went to have those intimate relationships and talks with somebody, it was like, hey, do you want to hang out with Angel? Or I can't remember what the other one was. It was 2 people. And everybody just assumed Angel was a girl's name and chose Angel, and Angel was the dude's name. Oh man. So not everybody. I'm going to say everybody just to make the conversation easier. Everybody got so upset on the internet that they accidentally slept with a dude. And I'm like, I think it's funny because like, I couldn't remember either. They tell you at the very start of the conversation who is who, and then the conversation goes on for like another 5 minutes. And it's your own fault for not remembering 3 minutes later. You know, like you were told who was who. If you clicked through it, that's your own fault. You know, like at one point they finally added like a picture and stuff next to the names so that you could tell them apart. And I was like, that takes the fun of it out of it, but it is nice to make it easier on people, you know. No, that oh god, that quest. I loved the redhead chick from the twins, the redhead twin. She was so pretty. And the personality, man, it just got me. The song in the casino, when you go and visit the casino and you meet the twins and you get the the song that you watch with Songbird, which is silly because Songbird's not the one that she's named Songbird because she's trapped in a cage, not because she sings. Didn't I need coconuts for something? I'm pretty sure I needed coconuts for something. I have so many coconuts, I did not realize. Okay, hold on. Let's pop in here to the kitchen real quick. Oh no, is it a manual cook? It might be a manual cook. Okay, to the internet. To the interwebs. I need to figure out how to make this coconut drink. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was kind of silly. Like, I understand getting the people getting tricked, but like the amount of mad people got over that is so much less over other things. There's in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, I need ceramic bowls. That's right. I need bowls. So we need to go socket and pan, and we need to visit I also need to figure out how to make rice flour. I need rice flour, syrup, and any coconut. Put sugar in a cheese press, and that makes syrup. This is going to be a weird thing. Okay, hold on. I need rice, because we need rice flour. And then, what was the other thing I said we needed? Sugarcane? Have I even grown sugarcane? I did. I grew a lot of sugarcane. Okay. I had some sort of plan I was working on. I have no idea what it was, but I definitely had a plan for it. Is that my only cheese press? It is my only cheese press. Okay. I think I was also making like sugar juice or something. What was the other thing I was making? I guess not. Let's hit up the windmill over here and we'll start our rice. I would assume if the mill is okay. I was about to say if the mill doesn't take the rice to make rice flour and that's got to go in the cheese press, I'm going to throw a fit. Okay, let's go to this one, and we had bad larkspur, better hibiscus. There we go. Good. I really wish I could figure out something to do with these, like making dyes or something would be cool. Oops. No, give me that back. Just threw my weapon away. Oh my god, my heart. So we can finish up that recipe tomorrow. I'll need to go get bowls, though. My whole thing about all of that is like, just let people like what they like, you know, like, who am I to say? Who am I to tell people what they want? Like, I don't care. Now, I do not like when stuff is forced, right? Like, Kingdom Come Deliverance was getting a hard time because it wasn't like woke enough, and then people found out that there was a gay sex scene in it, and then it was too woke. And I'm just like, it's not even a gay sex scene. I think it's just a gay dating thing where you run into a gay couple. I don't even think it's anything to do with like a main interaction with the character. And people threw a fit about it, and they're like, it needed to be more inclusive. And they're like, okay, well, there's this in it. It's too inclusive. Okay. I just don't see a need for you to come all the way here. Oh, you're close? I see. Sure. I mean, sure, no, it's fine. Now it's fine. Yeah, the whole thing, I thought you did, Lychee. I was like, I actually asked you a couple of questions. I was like, you know what? I'm picking on her and talking to her. And she's not even here. She's out of this world. Bond, great timing. Come and help me clean up. Oh yeah, because this place is so dirty. Oh, actually, there is a little bit of dirt spots on the floor. It's not bad though. Come on, quick. Everything okay, Luke? Fine. Peachy, just that this place is a pigsty is all. You look around the shop and it seems immaculate. Except for, like, there's dirt, like, clearly right here. He's cleaning the counter and stuff, and there's clearly, like, dirt on the floor. Just dust something. Right? Dude's, like, losing his mind. Yeah, the anti-woke people got upset because there was a female Astartes, or Space Marine. And yeah, they were trying to say that, oh, like women could never, right? And then the people that own the licensing were like, no, there were women Space Marines. They go through the same genetic altercations, because like the Space Marines are like 9 feet tall without their armor or whatever. Like that's not a normal human. They're like genetically modified to be bigger. So I don't get it. I'm sorry, Bon. It's just seems like we'll have a special visitor coming over soon. Doorbell rings. We're in a shop. That's so weird. Oh, I guess the little like jingle jangle bell of them opening the door. Hello, Thumper. How's it going over there on Kick? My father. Okay, I get it. Hello, Luke and Bon. This is the rich guy in town. Huh, look at this dusty old place. You know, even as a boy, you never liked to dust. What a shame. How has bled over into what passes... Wait. It has bled over into what passes for your professional life. Sorry, Dad. I don't have an army of maids working here. How droll. Yeah, he's kind of a douche. It isn't like you to stop by, Dad. How can I help you? You have it backwards, son. I've come to offer my services to you. You what? I've come to apply for a job. What? Also, hold on. I just noticed this. It doesn't happen very often, but let's fix this. Let's move over here. And then we'll do this. I didn't realize that I was blocking pictures for everybody. And then we'll just grab these. Hold on. Click. Click. There we go. Oh, but now my arm, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm reading to you anyway. I don't understand. Honestly, son, your mother has something to do with it. She said I need to be more supportive of our son's business ventures. I told her I was being supportive by providing you the initial startup capital. Well, that's not technically true. Luke, funny boy. You worked at the vineyard. The money you earned for this store came from me. Anyway, where was I? He worked, and then he tried to say it was a gift all at the same time. That's good. Exactly what you said, Barton. There's absolutely no reason for it not to be that way. They tried to argue it's the minis. It has to do with the minis not being printed with female faces is what it boils down to. Completely leaving out the fact that the minis are all supposed to look the same because you're building an army of like hundreds of figurines. So if we were making figurines to look like whatever, that would be a problem. Pretty yes. And then she told me I get to sleep on the couch. Unbelievable. So lo and behold, here I am offering my services. which appears to be desperately required. Are you saying you want to work here? Clenching teeth. Yes, I want to work here. That's great. Sure, yes. I would have said no. Very well. I shall begin first thing tomorrow morning. Do I need to bring my own dirty apron, or will you be provided one? I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. That smug look on his face looks like he's about to give his dad a very hard time. I'm looking forward to it. See you around, Bond. Sure, douchebag. I've never liked this guy. He's just kind of a jerk all the way around. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's kind of my thought there. Is just not pay him at all. You know, we have a bit of money. Should I just buy everything? Exactly. It's kind of like have you heard the theory about Star Trek being a post-apocalyptic show? That because of AI and replicators, that culture has just completely stopped, because in the show they never had unique music. Like, none of the people that played instruments in the show ever played unique compositions. They always played like old stuff like Beethoven and Bach and all that, and completely leaving out the fact that all of that stuff is open source, so they didn't have to pay for it. So it saves on cost. There's a handful of times where there is music that was made specifically for the show. Yeah. So there was a theory about it that it was just it's post-apocalyptic and society is failing because nobody goes without. It's a really weird, like late stage capitalism take on it not being great. You know, everybody on Earth is fed and happy and has medical insurance. It's an apocalypse. I'm just like, wait, what? No. Okay, so let's come back over here and make this drink so we can finish up what we were doing last time. Oh, Bast, you're so pretty. Okay, let's get to this. Manual cooking. We need ceramic bowls. We need... Oh, God. I could pull from any box. Oh, my gosh, my heart. Look at that. Okay. It's a bit much to actually look at it all at once. I need coconuts. Oh, I still need stuff from outside. Crap. Hold on. But that's the thing. Like, they weren't talking about a technology limit. They were talking about a cultural limit. Like, people just stopped producing music, stopped producing art, stopped producing plays or shows because apocalypse, right? Completely leaving out the fact that Star Trek is a show that is produced using money. And anytime you produce something with money, you need to find ways to cut costs. And the way that show kept the costs down was not by creating new songs every week, or new art every week, or new whatever every week. It used a bunch of old, free-to-use music, free-to-use movies, because it makes absolutely no sense to reinvent the wheel on something that's free. And there are some people like just take it to the grave of like, no, that's clearly what's happening because society's downfall or whatever. And I'm like, I can't even wrap my head around and take that seriously, you know, like I would agree with the, you know, the technology thing and whatever, if that was the case, but like every other episode is them discovering something new. You know, that's one of the points of even them exploring. They're all science vessels. Like the Federation was founded on science and exploration. Yes, they have a pseudo military like composition or whatever, but anytime you have a fleet of a certain size of anything, you have to have structure or it'll be a giant mess. Right? But yeah, they don't take into account that it was a TV show. And like, of course, the TV show acted different than what they assumed would happen. And I'm just like, silly. The whole thing's just silly. Now, over here somewhere, I have some of those trash collectors, and I wanted to come look. And, I don't remember how to open my map. Thought it put the trash collectors on my map, but maybe it didn't. I had a few, if I remember right, like 1 or 2 of them, and I wanted to put them around this one because I assumed there would be more trash here. If I remember right anyway, but it's really far apart. Like I haven't found it yet. I don't think I would have set it that far away. Very odd. I mean, there is and there isn't, you know, like even just the creation of the color Venta Black created an entire new set of art and things to create. Digital art itself has reinvented art time and time again. You know, like we might not be painting the Sistine Chapel every week, but so far, creative people that are creative are just going to stay creative, you know, like kind of the reason why Blue Sky even took off and was doing as well as it was is a lot of the artists moved over there so Twitter couldn't steal their stuff. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my trash collector. I don't know what's going on with that. We can't finish up our food till tomorrow. Exactly. And so far, every time we're like, oh man, we know everything there is to know about medicine. Miasma is what makes people sick. Then we find out shortly afterwards, well, I say shortly, but we find out afterwards, oh my God, did you know that bacteria is a thing? You know, like kind of one of the things with us, like exploring the stars or whatever, you know, as far as we know, there's no life in the foreseeable universe. But then recently it looks like there might be ice in the oceans under the ice caps of some of Jupiter's moons. I can't remember which one. I want to say Europa, but or quantum computing. The ability to entangle two, let's just go to bed. I'll just fix all this tomorrow. The ability to entangle two particles, and no matter the distance they move apart, when you change the charge of one, it changes the charge of the other. Now, we made fun of that entangling particle thing. We made fun of that in, well, used it as a story, a MacGuffin, a story device in Mass Effect, right? The I want to say it was Mass Effect 2. They talked about the extreme cost, how expensive it was to entangle two particles, which makes absolutely no sense as far as Mass Effect 2 goes, but you know, time frame, right? We can entangle two particles now, and it's nowhere near. They were talking like trillions of dollars to entangle two particles so that they could use it to send binary across like the multiverse or whatever. But you know, it doesn't need to be. What am I doing? I am spacing out so hard. Let's hit the bed. So now we have the ability to entangle two particles, and no matter how far we move them apart from each other, they operate just fine. Which means at one point we could have a centralized internet that moves faster than the speed of light because it's not technically moving anything. You realize how freaking crazy that is? Like, we are always inventing and coming up with new things, but it takes people saying, hey, why are we still doing the same thing? You know? Yeah, as soon as you look at humans as a species, if we try to colonize Mars, it is only a matter of time before Mars and Earth fight each other. There's literally not going to be a time frame without an external like source of like invasion from aliens, right? Without an external source to combat, if we tried to live on two separate planets, we'd just attack each other. That's all there is to it. As soon as one planet asked for help from the other planet, they'd send missiles instead of help. Hey, we finally got the vegan taco recipe. Okay, let's grab our syrup. I think we only need one. Hold on, let me alt tab check that. One syrup, one rice flour, one coconut. But, I mean, at the same time, like, the rest of the world is, like, falling apart, right? But then we have, like, science. Very hardcore, just marching on to new things. There's a Korean company that figured out how to, they figured out how to make solar panels that are 100% clear. Obviously, they don't work as well as non-clear solar panels, but they figured out how to put that inside of tempered glass so that you can make it to where all of your windows on your house, your skyscraper, generate and produce energy. I mean, we kind of do, right? But it's not war and whatever. It's conflict and adversity. The reason why I say it's conflict and adversity is because there are times we've had major scientific advancements just because of the plague. You know, like we've found out stuff about ourselves, not from conflict with each other, but conflict with a problem, with an adversity that we had to overcome to get better, right? And when you look at it that way, it's actually kind of cool. You know, like, yeah, we have a bunch of bad stuff happen, like the world's garbage, but there's also a small group of people slowly pushing us to good things. And that's kind of great. That's kind of great. What is it, that Robin Williams movie where it talks about, yeah, exactly. Like miasma. Same concept. It's something that we should have known, but because the prevalent thing was teaching miasma, not bacteria, it took one person out of, I don't know at the time, I'd say like maybe a billion, I don't know. One person out of a billion, to make the math easy, to think, hey, actually, could it be something else? That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. As a people, we are slowly growing, and that's always nice to see. Pull some of these tomatoes out. I don't feel like I need that many right now. I haven't really started like heavily producing like ketchup or anything yet. I really do need another box. Should I make one that's fruit? Like one that's fruit and one that's vegetables, maybe? Let's see. While on the property, if I remember right, I can craft anything without going and picking it up. What do I have a ton of that up? What do I have a ton of? Stone box. Yes, yes, kitty.
Seek fluid intake.
I will seek fluid intake. Take stuff like botulism toxin, right? Yeah, Bast is very pretty. Oh, let me pause this. Take botulism toxin, right? Ridiculously deadly. Does not take much. Can you? When I originally was playing, you could only get one pet, and they were just a static thing. They just stood on top of their bed and didn't move. It wasn't till the last time I played that I was like, oh my gosh, Bast is finally alive. Like, and I was really excited. I didn't know I could have more pets, though. That, you know, I might get more kitties. There's a black and white fluffy kitty, if I remember right. I do love myself a fluffy kitty. I know they're extra work, but there's something about a fluffy kitty that they know their fur is hard to manage, so that if you help them with it, they're a little bit more loving and caring back, you know? Like, they're like, oh, thank you. I haven't been able to get my armpits in a week. And you're just like brushing their belly. Okay, let's put in here. We'll put fruit in here. Let's name it fruit. No. Oh. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know how to spell. Like, it's literally... Did you see the clip? What clip? What clip? Oh, God. And then you went to ads. Darn it. When she gets back. Oh, yes. Ah, God. I actually need to grab that. I was planning on throwing it on the YouTube channel. The one where I'm like running along and I'm like, yes, you're doing it. Good kitty. You son of a bitch. Yeah. And that's the thing, like the problem with using human remains as the problem with using human remains in that regards of like using them as like compost or whatever is let's go ahead and pull the low grade mayonnaise. We'll actually pull that one too. And then let's pull the regular large egg. There. Sure. The problem with using human remains for compost outside of skeletons. Skeletons make bone meal, and that's fine. But when you use human remains, human feces, or whatever to fertilize plants, you get a lot of like cross contamination and sicknesses that can cause problems. So like, while it is ingenious, you would then have to use it exclusively for something like cattle feed or something along those lines. If you tried to use it for anything else, you'd just have problems. I do love that my counter now has all this stuff on it. I would never live with a counter that looked like this. This would drive me crazy. We have all this space, all these shelves, and I just put every single one of the appliances on top of the counter. No. No way in hell I'd put up with that. That would drive me crazy. Can I look in my inventory? I know I can do all the boxes. How do I look in my pot? Do I have the flour? Okay, maybe I need to put it in the fridge. Put the syrup in here. Let's pull out the green tea. Ah, Wampus. How was your shower, Wampus? Thank you. You have fun too, okay? I'll try to come hang out next time you the next time you stream. I definitely missed the last one, but I thought it was originally my fault, and it turns out I just went to bed beforehand. I just went to bed before you started last time. I was really beating myself up about it too, and then I was mild relief that it wasn't directly my fault. Especially with my phone acting funky. My phone's been acting weird for a bit. Oh, I don't know how cooking works. Oh, okay, never mind. I panicked because I thought it was going to be really hard. And it just hit the button once. Okay. Now, I might be doing a stream at the same time. So, I would ask a lurk of you, Leechy, if you have the space. I do know you need to keep Wampus in line, but if you could lurk tonight, if that's what we end up doing. Rye has been trying to get me to collab stream for a bit, and I finally said yes because it's World of Warcraft, and I've got a problem. There we go. Unlocks Jamu. What's Jamu? Unlocked cooking recipe Jamu. Okay. How do I look up recipes? I don't even know how that works. Yes. So, the plan is to play a little bit of World of Warcraft with her, do the shared chat thing like Noxus and Lumen do, and that way we can kind of like double up on our chats and stuff and make it a little bit easier for both of us to like handle everything going on. I've been trying to break into nighttime streaming for a bit, so the extra help there is like very appreciated. This is what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab 1, 2, 300. 300 seeds. Yeah. If it does happen, like I'm not 100% sure what exactly is going. No, wait. Today Thursday? Yeah, we might still be streaming. I think Friday she does like a voice acting stream where they play a game that has little to no vocal dialogue so that they can voice act the characters. I think that's on Fridays. So I don't know. I'm terrible at this stuff. I always feel so bad when I can't like keep track of people's schedules. Because some people do like some really cool crap, and I'm just over here like wandering in a circle, not knowing what day it is. Do we just do pineapples? 300 pineapples? Do I have enough time for that? It's what, the 14th? I can't remember the calendar day. Hold on. I have 14 days. Nine, 10, 11, 12. So I could get 2 sets of eggplants out of it. Oh, wait, that's a fall crop. I think we're doing a bunch of bell peppers. I would love a plant that does a double production before the end of summer, but just so I don't have to mess with it again. Nine and produces every 3. Sure. Oh, that's right. I haven't figured out a better way to do this. And I needed, what, 300? I think. Now, as far as the night stream goes, I still have some stuff to do for that. I got a mod that makes all of the quests voice acted, which is kind of great because that game has a ton of reading in it. And I have a tendency to go partially nonverbal at night. Doesn't always happen, but it makes all of the quest text voice acted. And I kind of want to do that. I'll still like talk and yap, but giving myself a break of not having to read hundreds of hours of dialogue is going to definitely save my sanity a bit. And it's done in a way where like I can pick up the quest, say, yes, that's what I want, right? And then move on, and it will... How am I missing one seed? I bought 300 and I have 299. Oh, does it only stack to 299 and I have one that's just one seed? Let's... How do I split this? Split stack? Attachment, fertilizer and seed, split stack. 100. Confirm. Confirm? Hello? That was weird. That was really weird. Okay. Let's just do this by hand for now. Confirm. Why did I did I screw it up? Just somehow not have. Yeah, it's supposed to be osmium quality. Why did that not? Oh God, is this the wrong? That's spring and I'm an idiot. Oh, my brain. Yeah, so it's osmium quality. It's kind of like a purpley color. Like a purpley mixed with blue. You have to upgrade. Yeah. You have to, oh man, I even like double and triple checked and still got it wrong. Okay, this is the summer crop. We're going with it. We're only going to get one production of corn, but I don't care. Oh my God, why is that not on the screen? Okay, hold up. Hold up. What? Why is that a thing? Okay, let's exit and come back in. It's really weird. But this thing, the shopping, the online shopping was added kind of later in the game. I can't believe I bought that many. We're going to have 11 days with a production of 4, but we have 14. I want a crop that carries over. In with a production of 4. Good. It's not like I don't have the money, you know. There we go. I put those seeds in there and it didn't start immediately spitting them out. And I was like, what did I do wrong this time? Everything. I didn't pick it up from the mailbox. Oh, so I realized some bad news with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Not that big of a deal, but it is going to be a little different. I typically play that game on hardcore. It's not like your character dies in that version. It's just a harder version of the game that's a little bit more realistic. It gives you like some debuffs, like Henry had a limp as a kid, now can't run as fast, that type of stuff, right? However, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, hardcore's not going to be in there at the start. So I'm going to have to come up with a different way to play. And depending on what the achievements are, because I don't think we know the achievements in that game yet. Got to buy a new hoe at one point. Depending on what the achievements are, we might have to come up with a slightly more creative way to play the game. My thought is, do we save the good Henry run, like where he's a good boy and he does all the things and helps all the people? Do we do that for our first run or our second run? I do want to run through the game on hardcore to see the differences and feel the difficulties and whatever. So would you prefer Or does it sound better to have the good boy run as the easy run? Because that, you know, it's going to be normal mode. I mean, I guess for first run, yeah. But that means that the hardcore run, we're going to be Bastard Henry. And I say that because technically he is a bastard. That is canonical that he is a bastard. Not by nature, but by birth. Why is that not still spitting seeds out? Oh, no, it is. It's just really slow. Okay. Sometimes if you walk too far away from stuff, it stops working. I've never done a run in that game where I'm just like heinously evil. I've done ones where like manipulating in quests or whatever. I've also done pacifist runs. So if they have the pacifist achievement again, that's got to be the good boy run. And the way I typically do that is in Kingdom Come 1, there was a achievement for not killing. And also there's not really a good bad ending. It's more of the journey. Are you going to be a dick to get to the end of the journey, or are you not? Now, I think in the first game there was some stuff to edit how people reacted to you in the ending, but not one to change the story. The reason being is the game is based on realistic events, so they can't like. Well, no, they could. They're just not deviating from that. So, like, if something historically happened, like this character died here during this battle, there's nothing you can do to save that character because that's where they canonically die. And it'll be in the story and whatever. Henry is the only thing kind of in that area that didn't have, like, canonical stuff. I think if I remember right, there was a son of Sir Radrig that was a bastard, but there wasn't a lot of like documented stuff from like after that. It was just kind of like, yes, he was a person, and that's kind of it. So that they're wiggling between the lines of history to write a story. So we already know kind of a little bit like where the story's going, just because of stuff that canonically happened. But there's also a lot of wiggle room on like, why did the people make those decisions? You know, like why did these two people that have been family their entire life start fighting? And it's like, oh, why is this not working? Oh, I still need a thing for this one. I don't have a, that's why it's not working. I don't have a thing for it. I don't have a, I don't have an auto seeding fertilizer attached to it. I still need to make one. I'm sitting here the whole time, like interacting with the thing. I'm like, why is this not letting me put seeds in it? There's a reason. But because it's not auto seeding, I'm going to have to manually water, I think. Yeah, because it's not auto seeding. I have to go and fill up my watering can and actually water stuff by hand. But yeah, there's a couple achievements that are in the base game of Kingdom Come 1 where it's like there's one for being a pacifist where the only person you kill is the guy that killed your parents. He's the only kill you're allowed to have in the entire game for the pacifist run. There's one for being celibate at the end of it. There was also one for beating it on hardcore and beating it on hardcore with every debuff. So like when you start a hardcore character, you can choose like debuffs to, you have to choose 3 out of like, it's like 15 or something. And you had to choose 3 to start a hardcore character. Well, there was one achievement called Hardcore Henry, I think, where you had to have every negative debuff. And running every negative debuff made the game quite a bit harder, but for me, also made it a little bit more realistic. Like, Henry was supposed to be a lazeabout that never really helped his dad as a blacksmith, never really did much of anything, like, boozed around with his friends and flirted with girls was kind of his entire life. He was just kind of the village bum. And then all this stuff happens, and he has to start learning how to take care of himself, so he's shit at everything he tries. That's basically how the game is. Now, when you get to the end game, when your character's really strong, Henry's like the strongest knight in creation, right? You start out really weak, but you end up being dumb strong by the end. But the problem is a lot of people never made it that far. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with, of just like, oh, cool, everything blows. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get why people kind of had a falling out with it, but... is it this one? Yeah. Exactly, level 1 thief to mafia boss. Not even level 1 thief, because you can actually pick pockets and stuff in that game. And man, is Henry bad at it. Henry's bad at everything. Like, even the easiest locks, his hands are just hardcore shaking, like he's got like Parkinson's as he's trying to pick a lock because it's his first time ever doing it, and he's bad at it, and like you can tell he's bad at it. But this is kind of one of the reasons why I love the game. Like, you live the world. Lockpicking wasn't hard. Lockpicking was hard if you picked any locks other than very easy. The starting lock, you know when you learn lockpicking from Peshek, and he's like, okay, here, try on this chest. He has you working on a chest that is easy to pick if you're level 5. He has you picking a very easy chest, or an easy chest, not a very easy chest. So he has you picking a chest that's technically outside of your skill range. If you go and like exclusively practice on very easy doors, you'll pop the locks on them almost instantly. And it's not like a get good on the mini game. He's just not, the character itself isn't good yet. Once you get him up to level 5 in the stats, it makes him proficient enough that he's not making mistakes anymore. Same with archery. In that game, the archery, hey, Etna, this is the lady that I was like, I don't know who that is. Apparently it's a mermaid. We should probably go say hello, is what my thought is there. Let's say hello to Bast. Bah. Bast is still sad from being a failure. Well, you should be. That nap at 3 inches from the finish line was not okay. So like take archery, for example, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. You start out being really bad at it. I don't know if you know anything about using a bow, but if you don't hold the bow right, the string can smack your arm and peel your skin off. It's a real thing that happens with bows all the time. So the only way to stop doing that is to learn how to properly hold the bow so that when the string comes forward, it doesn't flex and hit your arm. Which takes practice, even in real life. Even in real life, using a real bow, you will flay your arm and smack it and cut yourself all to death. Well, that's the thing in that game. So sub-level 5, you are constantly hitting your own arm with the string, and it will literally give you a bleeding debuff where you can bleed out and die if not taken care of. But once you hit level 5, you're proficient enough to say you are a basic learner of the bow. You are no longer peeling the skin off your own arm, and it makes it a whole lot smoother for you to like handle things. But it's not till you get to that point that you can even really take care of yourself. Like the first thing I suggest to people, I'm like, if you want to play that game, you want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance and not struggle. You want to make the game easier on yourself because you're just enjoying the trip. The first thing you need to do is get your defense to 20. You get your defense to 20 in that game, and you are a god. No one can touch you. You can win every single fight. You will never struggle for the rest of the game. And part of that is because the game is set up to be realistic, right? If one person tries to fight two people, as much as people want to pretend like, oh, I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. Two people that are matched in your size fighting one person, unless you're really, really good at fighting, you're not winning that. That's just, it's not a thing, you know? Yes, exactly. If you don't wear the arm protection of vambraces or gloves or something, you'll flay your arm. Exactly. Two people will just double team you. Like as soon as you try to engage with one person, another person's going to like kick you in the leg or push you over. Like it's really hard to fight two people at once. So anytime people are like, I could have done that. I'm like, no, you can't, man. You can't, you struggle to open a bag of chips. Like calm down. So in that game, that's the same thing where defense is your most important stat because you quite often in that game fight multiple people at once. Because again, numbers is always the true advantage. Well, outside of technology, right? Like, you know, you could have 1 million troops, but if you're going against a guy with a Predator missile, you're not going to do as well. You know, like you could be running at them in a straight line, but if they have a minigun, it's not going to matter. Yeah, and that's how that game handles it too. You'll be engaged, like clinching with someone. Like say you grab onto one of the enemies to like do a stomach stab attack, and you'll get hit in the back of the head by another enemy trying to protect their friend. And it happens all the time. They will quite often team up on you to kick your butt. And you will notice when it happens because you will just get face planted right into the dirt. So like if you ever want to play that game, it only takes like 30 minutes to get your defense to 20. It's one of the easiest stats to raise, and all you got to do is go to there's a guy that teaches you combat pretty early in the beginning of the game. He teaches you how to fight, how to hold a sword, all that. If you go and talk to him and tell him you just want to practice and you sit there and just tap block. So like, I'm going to use the scythe. You just tap block, just tap, 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 right? If you do that while he's attacking you, you'll occasionally do different types of blocks and you get like more XP. So you just put on a show, 25-minute show, and you just don't even watch the game and you just tap the shoulder button for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You'll be close to cap on block. Even just getting yourself to 10 defense or 15 defense is enough for you to win the game. You can beat the rest of the game there without any skills in any other weapon. As long as you have a weapon in your main hand and you do a master stroke, you win the fight. It's kind of to a level of silly, but you know, what are you going to do? I think I will keep as many fruit as I can because there's a way to make like wine and stuff. Oops. Did not mean to put that in. But a lot of people struggled really hard with not being good at the game because Henry's not good at the game. Like, it's literally the biggest complaint for there. And, like, they are changing it a bit for the next game. Exactly. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? A knight in heavy armor is always going to beat a bunch of peasants with pitchforks until they gang up on him and knock him over. Once he's on the ground, he's not a threat anymore. But Kingdom Come 2, they took into account the fact that Henry has learned things. So your Henry will not start out as being the worst Henry on the planet. He still starts out with skill level 1, but now skill level 1 is the approximation of skill level 5 that we had before. So you start out proficient. You won't be flaying your arm anymore with a bow outside of having very specific debuffs. You won't be missing a parry or whatever. You won't struggle as bad with lockpicking. Is there lag? Is it my model isn't synced up with my mouth? I don't know. It seems like it's right. Is it jerky a little? Yeah, to be honest, you know what it probably is? My hair fell in my face. I have an undercut with shoulder length hair. So, it might have fallen in front of my face and broke my tracking. Does that seem better now for the most part? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He starts out competent in all skills now. So, you're not going to be 100% starting from scratch. There is a time frame in the tutorial where there's a time frame in the tutorial, like the very start of the game, where you are a little bit weaker, but as soon as you're done with the tutorial area, you go back up to like your regular proficiency. So some people were complaining because they wanted their character to carry over from the last game to the next game, and I'm like, you know how hard that is? Have a character that comes over level 20 in all skills, able to fight God himself, then you want him to start over in the next area fighting rabbits. You know, like it makes no sense. Like I know it's really frustrating to start your character over from scratch each time, but like sometimes you gotta, sometimes you just got to have that break to make good game. And if the suspension of disbelief is just I want good game, that's fine. Yeah, try refreshing, because on my end it looks fine. I'm not, like, I was looking at OBS and I wasn't seeing any sort of like tracking issues, and on my little preview here it's all moving relatively same. Let me know if it's like 720p whatever. Let me know if that's not working, because I've been needing to yell at my service provider for a bit. Oh, I was gonna grab an extra shell. I might just get. Could you give a mermaid green tea? Would a mermaid drink green tea? Could a mermaid drink green tea? Or would you hand them a cup of green tea and then immediately start choking because you gave them a cup of liquid underwater and now they're breathing green tea? Is that how that would work? I don't know. Am I thinking too hard about it? Because I feel like I am. There's a bunch of people here I haven't met yet. As far as all my stuff goes, like I'm running like really cold. I'm running at like 58 to 62. I don't know. Let's look around this town and try to find this lady we're missing. Just sculptor's house. Tavern. Stranger. Tattoo shop? Hold on. Excuse me? There's a... Oh god, I got the hiccups. There's a general store now? Hello, whoever you are. Cody? Toddy? Hello, I don't think I've seen you around here before. I haven't seen you, Toddy. What do you sell? What? Wait. Wait, can I grow underwater stuff? What is all this? Can I do an underwater garden? I don't know what any of this is. That's good. Okay. You definitely had me worried. I was like, oh no, what did I break? Thought that said that was a, oh no, the tattoo shop's over here. Okay. Tattoo shop. I'm a little excited if I can get it. Ooh, she's very pretty. Hi. Rice Eye? You're Bon, huh? Oh, Waku can't breathe underwater. Leave me alone. Caught wind of what you did for the coral tree. Pretty impressive stuff. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this. Look, she's tattooed her fin part too. Her like manta ray underbelly. That's awesome. I like her. I yes. Oh, I need to be over here. No, how do I get a tattoo? No, I need, but how tattoo? I need tattoo. Aw. I can't get tattoo. Shut up. It would not surprise me though. In this game though, they did that thing where a lot of the people that are like moms or whatever are they purposely made them like less attractive. Okay, let's go see. Okay, it'll tell us who's in the houses, right? That means there's someone in Denali's house we've never met. Now, as far as Stardew and all the other games go where everybody isn't hot, then yeah, it always ends up being a mom. You shouldn't go in. You don't know whose room this is. Oh my god, I think that's the person I need to give their birthday present to. Okay. It was what? Etna or something? Oh yeah, they called them merfolk. They're not mermaids because there's also men. Okay. Whatever. Don't care that much. Yeah, that's who I need to talk to. Son of a... What's your schedule? Oh my god, her schedule isn't on the wiki. Oh no. Okay. That is unfortunate. That means most of the people that were like managing the wiki don't play the game anymore. Which is even worse. Okay, boo. Let's just go do something and we'll come back later and see if she's... And the worst part is, it's like, I can't go in there. That's her room. I'm like, can I just yell to her from here? Or chuck her birthday present at her? It's just like, here's the shell. Like, it wouldn't go very far because we're underwater. Just throw it and it like weakly flutters to the ground like a foot away. Go see who these two question marks were over here. I really want to know where I put my trash collectors. I went through a lot of work to get those like set up. Outdoor decor? What is all, what? Weird. I don't know what that is. Have you ever seen like a little kid like throw a balloon and they like put their whole body into it and it goes absolutely nowhere? Hello there, you must be my daughter's new friend. Denali has mentioned you. Ooh, he's a koi fish. I like his koi fish tail. I'm Tahat, her father. She had nothing but good things to say about you. Yeah. I was thinking that myself right before I looked over at chat. I'm like, I love this song, but no, that's still the same thing. There we go. Let's try this. You know what I could do? You know what? I haven't done this in a while in this game. It's probably going to be the only time we ever turn the music on for it. But let's turn the music on for the game itself. There you go. There's a ranch? Excuse me, what? Underwater barn. How do you milk something underwater? A mermoo, an ink hog, a sea shroud, shellac, or a carapultry. Can I have an underground or underwater like farm? There was a place that sold plants as well. I'm very confused. Oh, I didn't technically meet this guy, so this is like well, if it ain't a new face around here, name's Slamet. Take care of all these lovely seahorses I do. Yeah, a lot of the stuff's kind of like derpy cute in this game, and I really like it. Didn't they give me a house or something down here? I'm out of my depth. I have absolutely no idea. We have a person that lets me decorate. We have... Really weird. What's this area? She's still in the house? Okay, she's not in the house anymore. She's over by the tree. Cool. So we have decorations. We have a way to build a barn. And there's a guy that's like, if you sell... Do I have to, like, examine all this? What is it? Oh, it's different styles? Oh, man. Okay. And I have to clear all the blue dots for the exclamation point to go away. Are we good? No? Indoor decor. Okay. Yeah, and I can design an inside area too. I don't understand in the slightest. Like, is this my house? No, this is the crazy octopus lady, right? Oh, they added new stuff. Can I look at it without accepting it? I really like the tail though. As much as this would fit. Okay, that's kind of cute. I never realized it gives me like a weird pair of like underwear. That's cool. Okay. Wait, why does this still say I need to look at something? I've looked at it all, right? Oh man, is this just going to be another one that has an exclamation point on it forever? That's great. Diving on low energy is a bad move. I'm not low on energy. What are you talking about? There's also this new area, the savannah, that I haven't been to, and I don't know what that is either. She's a prawn. It's got little tiny feet. Hey there, new face. Hey there, lady I'd never want to talk to again. Have a shell. Oh, a birthday present. You shouldn't have. Thank you so much. Cool. How much did she hate that? Because that was not the normal, like, I love it response we get when we give people stuff. Oh, she does love it. Okay, cool. Even better. It's just weird. I don't know. Like, all the other mermaids are fine, but it being like a shrimp body, like, weirds me out really bad. I don't know why. Like, clearly it doesn't matter what type of, like, fish their lower half is. I'll have to Google later what's going on with the, underwater farm. Therese? What? Oh, there's an item called sexy shrimp. I don't know. I don't think I have. I don't think I have, but that doesn't really mean much. Is it? Okay, so we have this area here. What is it? What's this area off to the side? Oh, that's the weird amphitheater I was just looking. Oh, you know what? I bet the underwater farm is attached to that Denali quest. The one where she gets to be a person and come up to the farm. We haven't done any more of that. I've been like so swamped with like trying to get back into the game and understand what I'm doing again. And the area up at the Giants area, there's like, you're supposed to be able to like fish in the ocean, but I can't figure out how to do it. Like when you pull up the map, it says that there's ocean fish over here. Just south of where the Giants are. Is it here? Or would it be here? I don't know if it'll, let's see if it'll let me cast over that. It will. Okay. By the way, I don't remember how fishing works in this game. Okay, we got a lionfish. Good. Ooh, that was laggy for a second. With the bug net? Even weirder. Oh, it might be one of the underwater crawlies. The ones that like crawl along the bottom of the ocean. I caught a lot of those, but I don't know if I've caught everything that was down there. It's also been a hot minute since I like last played back to back to back. Like sometime in the summer. We'll catch one more fish and then head back to town. Or house. I was about to say, yay, garbage. It wasn't moving. The music is kind of cozy, but it always seems nonsensical to me. Like it's designed to be the perfect loop. It's not designed to... Oh wait, I said I wasn't going to get another fish. It feels like it's designed to be the perfect loop, but not designed to be good music. I say that. This part's kind of nice. And to be honest, they might have added music since the last time I played. They've added a ton of stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if they added some songs. Okay, now let's check fish forecast. Ocean. So I have caught three of the fish. 19-2. Catch a mandarin and a mackerel. Let's go back. We'll give it a little bit more time and try to grab us that fish we're missing. I didn't even know this was a fishing spot. I think there's also like you catch different fish on different cast sizes or something. Yes. Oh, did you? Is it part of the set you were working on for our cryptid friend? I know you were practicing some stuff. Okay, there's a mackerel. So we now have what? We haven't caught the night fish yet. We'll go to midnight and then head back. I know it said 2 in the morning, but I'd really hate to pass out here in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, what's a double exclamation mark mean? That meant something, right? Another sea cucumber. Ah, okay. Well, my DMs are open if you want to show me. I know part of like creating stuff is like really wanting to show it off to people. And then you're like, I can't show anybody yet because it's not done, or I can't show the person it's for because you know, it's a surprise, that type of thing. Kind of like, you know, when I was just fresh out of the hospital and like out immediately shoveling snow and stuff, and everybody was giving me a hard time about it. I'm like, yeah, but you got to realize, for me, being helpful means so much. You know, like if I would have just not taken care of the snow and just left it, it would have stressed me out so much to not just go and shovel and fix the problem, you know. Oh, we hit time. Let's go ahead and head back. Yeah, I don't know why I even put in gates. I don't use them. I put in gates and like have immediately just never touched it again. Okay, let's pet Bast. And I'll start our bedtime thing. And while that is loading, I'm going to check what you sent me on the Discord. We've got steady income now from just all the like random crap we're getting every day. Now we have about what, like every single thing from the kitchen supply store, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Ah, my eye, I can't see. Oh God, hold on. Not from the thing you sent me, like literally I have something in my eye. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm all right. I might be dying. Oh my. Yeah, that would fit. That would fit. What are the characters on the shoulder? Frank and Zara. Zara, I wish I liked more. I know it's because she's a loner and doesn't really like talking to people, so it's not her fault for the way she acts, but oh man, is it rough. Nuzzles my hand affectionately. Oh, why are you sad, kitty? You're just always sad. Are you sad because you lost us the race? Because if so, hold that sad deep inside. On the one race I couldn't redo and try again. Is it? Okay. Because you had your @ on the other one, and you only had the tattoo mark on one of the images. So I didn't know if it was playing into the difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them was like, oh, look, you can tell this one's the crazy one because of the tattoo. Actually, that makes sense. Now that I say that out loud, that makes sense. It's fine. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, so we still didn't get that one fish we wanted. But we got a bunch of the other ones. Ah, I only wanted to give one of those. There we go. Now, if I look at them in my inventory... Oh, no, I need to get one of the lionfish back. Hold on, lionfish, hold on. Oh, wait. I just need to catch a second lionfish. That's even worse. Ah, okay, okay. It does it? Hold on. Oh, I see it. I see it. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm not that creative. As much as I like to draw and do stuff, like, I'm just not. My problem is like coming up with the ideas in the first place I struggle with. It looks nice. It looks nice as a tattoo. I know, like, part of drawing art and stuff is like figuring out ways to like put your signature on there but also hide it, or like the thing they bring up with the maps, trap streets or whatever, fake streets that are put somewhere to prove that someone has stolen your art or your map or whatever. It's very pretty. Now, it's your lychee jelly name, right? You didn't dox yourself, but I just don't know because it's in Chinese, right? Yeah, let's head to the museum and we'll donate these fish. And then I think we have a free day, so it's Tuesday. So let's hit up the Research Institute, see if they have anything new. Is it? That's really cool. I like it. You know, slightly... Oh my god, they're not even open yet. Go find some bugs in town. There's always some bugs to get with a net, like right down here. Or the game is going to call me a liar and not give me what I want. That's even better. 2 starfruit for Antonio. Oh, we have 2 birthdays today. Ah, okay. I mean, I figured you had a real name in Chinese. That's not what that was. I was just making sure, like, you were using your pseudonym, not your other name. And then your government name, of course. What was I doing? I spaced out so hard just now. Oh, I was looking up Frankie and Zara's birthday. Zara and let's call him Frankie. What's his name? Is it Frankie or is it Frank? Yeah, it's just Frank. Bell pepper. Cool. On a Ramadan. That's nice and easy to get. I hold on to everything because I'm obsessed with stuff in this game. Oh. Question mark? Where'd I put it? Wait, that's the foraging box, not bug box. Y'all aren't supposed to be in here. Is jackfruit a fruit? I mean, technically, right? I mean, it's in the name, but that doesn't mean anything. Is that a papaya? It is a papaya. Papayas don't belong in that box. Making sure I'm not like mistaking a sweet potato for an apple or something. There we go. Now let's go figure out where she's at. Oh no, I've closed that off and I can't go through the top anymore. Ooh. It does not like, watch this. Oh my gosh, I can force the stutter. So what I was doing was trying to run. I was trying to run and use the mouse at the same time. So it was struggling with the inputs of two different devices. So it was trying to read where the mouse was going and where I was running at the same time and just completely like shitting the bed. That was not good. That was really rough. It was just like, brrr. Like, no, hold on. Can't I sort by birth date? I don't remember how to do that. Yeah, here we go. Where are you? Okay, she's easy enough to get to, so let's just do hers first. Some compost. It looks so big. That's kind of crazy. I told you not to get me anything for my birthday. You really didn't have to get me something so nice. That's the first time she's been polite to me. Something about this forest that just feels mysterious to me. She changed her head wrap too, which I didn't notice before. Frank is probably in his cafe. Or he's at the other guy's cafe. No! No, you're the moth I need! Ugh, it's gone forever. Darn it. I was so busy looking at where Frank was at that I completely forgot I was still after one of the bugs. Thanks for the birthday present, Bond. That's kind of you. Could you imagine someone just walking up to you, handing you one jalapeno for your birthday gift, and then just turning around and leaving? Just one singular jalapeno. Happy birthday. Leave me alone. Oh, let's go back to the the research spot. Who are you? Oh, I just haven't seen Kira in the like a tank top. Can't really teach you combat. You just need to go out there and fight. Good. Good. Oh, cutscene. What are these guys doing here? Meh. Karen, by the way, acts like a Karen. Oh no, not the Wi-Fi dead. And gone. Okay. Excuse me, I'd like to talk to one of the researchers here. Get out. Love it. Excuse me, you haven't even heard what I have to say. I said, get out. I think Ling is a mermaid, by the way. Or used to be. But I have no interest in talking to you or your kind. My kind? Well, I hope you can continue your research once I'm mayor of this town. Goodbye, then. Ugh, mayor, who does she think she is? I really do worry that I have to, like, finish fixing the town up and stuff before she becomes mayor. Okay, develop equipment. Okay, that's this. Okay. Yeah, I need to make another one of these. And I haven't made any of this stuff yet, but it requires so much essence. And I can buy these. So, like, I haven't really seen a reason to like worry about it. The auto chest would be nice. Then I could fill a chest up with just like cheese and then not worry about it. Okay, so far it's just essence and cash. And if I remember right, it has to be, yeah, in order. So if we're going to upgrade, I need 8 silver kelp essence. And then bronzes or coppers. I can't remember which one it is. What do I have in my hands? Oh, it's a flower. I was just like, wait, what? At first, for a second, I thought I was holding like a little miniature tree. Kind of threw me off. Let's see. Is it under monster or building? It's under building. Hey, I have enough kelp essence. There we go. Go me. That'll at least get our hay up to the next level. I'm all over the place in this game. I can't keep like a steady, I want to just do this. So like, I apologize in advance for my constant wandering off. Okay, it'll take 2 days for that. Can I queue up other stuff too? I've never checked. No, okay, so I can only do one at a time. Okay. Let's go make sure we have enough gold essences, which I need glass for, I think. I need 5. You know what, let's just do like 15 gold essence. We'll go from there. Oh, I have a bunch of bronze. For some reason, I thought I had a bunch of gold. Oh, and I need glass. Does it mean I have to have it in my pocket, though? I don't remember. Yeah, it does. Glass is your, like, expendable in this specific venture. They always try to give you some, like, extra sort of, like, fuel or reason you need. We need 10. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to go underwater for, like, a bit. Okay, let's throw all this larkspur in a box then, and we'll go diving. It's about time for me to upgrade my scythe and stuff too. If I need gold, I think this is where I need to go. And we're after S, so not really too worried about the trash. Hey, there's your sexy shrimp. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that was laggy. It did not like me doing that. That was weird. That felt really odd the way I like interacted with all that. What are you? Oh, I've picked up green urchins before. Okay. I'm kind of just doing like a mass collect of everything down here while I'm here. I don't come to the ocean as much as I used to. It was really buggy when I first started playing the game. Like of just kind of stuff breaking and not working right. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to get this last set of gold essence, and then I'm going to pause and pull up a fellow streamer's stream so I can count as a watcher for them. Noxus and Lumen finally got home, but it only showed Lumen coming online, so I don't know what's up with that. It is just Lumen. That's weird. And I don't know what she's done. Lumen breaks stuff quite often, though, so it's kind of hard to tell. And she's not even live on Kick yet. Okay. You know what? I'm just not going to worry about that. Nox is really just, it's funny. It didn't even come up for me that she was on yet. Like I didn't get the notification on my phone. I got one for Lumen, but I didn't get one for Calamari earlier either. I don't know why. Like my phone's not liking to send me notifications from Twitch at all. I'll get like half of them. I won't even get all of the notifications from there. Yeah, that is the game I'm planning on playing with them, as they're playing like a little dinosaur game where you like level your dino up. Yeah, I don't know. They had such an opportunity with TikTok being taken down for a bit, and people like kind of being apprehensive about still using TikTok because, you know, if it's going to keep going away, I need to have a backup idea, right? And they have not done a single thing to improve like any of the platform at all. Like there's a way to like post your clips and stuff, and then they'll show up in people's feeds so that they can view it like a TikTok, but there's no way to just upload a video. You have to upload clips exclusively. Like there's not a way for you to create a video on a separate site or like an app and then upload it to Twitch. That's not a thing. It has to be from like an already pre-existing live stream. And the unfortunate thing about that is then the only time those videos show up for people is if they're already following you and already have your notifications and stuff turned on. Like, so asking people to jump through multiple hoops to use a piece of content, they're not going to use it. You know, the closest you can get is like you can do a live video, but for those of us that are VTubers, there's nothing I can do outside of like, I know you've seen them where I've been like in the hospital or whatever, so I send out a notification of like a picture of the wall or a picture of something in the hospital and being like, hey, guess where I'm at, right? Stream is going to be late. They're stealing my blood again or whatever, right? You can only do live stream notifications or IRL notifications with videos like that. There's no way to like hide your face or whatever. I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's very unfortunate. Hey, who are you? Yogi Shark. Ahoy there. Join me in a stretch. Like Yogi Bear, but he's a shark. Okay. Okay. What is this random house? Yeah, he seems like a good good shark. He didn't try to eat me anyway, so it's already like better, right? I do need to start collecting some of this because I don't know, outside of like certain clams and stuff, I don't know what people want. The only reason I'm down here right now is I need the essence to upgrade my, which makes no sense if you think about it. I need essence, I need magical stuff from the ocean so that I can upgrade my grass so that my animals can produce better products. Like when said out loud, it kind of sounds crazy a little bit. I do love that they've added more, like living flora and fauna. Like it feels a little bit more lived in than it did before. It's always a nice like change of pace to me when they make a world feel like you're actually in it. Because before, when you came down here, the only time you saw anything that was like swimming around was stuff you could like collect with the net. Well, fine. I also felt kind of weird because it's like, oh, well, I know I've strayed away from the gold, but I'm pretty sure I've done my full loop for the gold. We're going to start doing loops for the osmium while we're down here. I don't have too long before I have to head back anyway, so. I really am kind of confused about what to do with these like weird plants for the like seeds I needed. I need to ship like 50 of each to be able to start buying the seeds. But I haven't seen any of the plants they showed me down here. So it's not a forageable of some kind. I definitely need to like sit down and try to figure out what the like underwater barn is all about. That was kind of weird to me. Sea grapes. Quahog. Sea salt. I also love the concept that I just come down here and collect salt off the bottom of the ocean and like grind it up and sell it to people. Seems kind of silly because that's not how sea salt is. Like you get sea salt from like taking ocean water and letting it evaporate and leaving the salt behind. Inventory soul. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? I should have taken the teleport point. Blah. Now I have to run to the end of the dock and then teleport back anyway. There we go. Oh, and when we were looking for Etna or whatever, we did see gosh, what was the words I was using? I'm like completely spacing out now. I don't know. I don't know. Doing the best I can is still just not good enough. Oh, I kept all the salt because I'm planning on like grinding it all down. But maybe we should just do this. Save myself some space. Yeah, let's do that. And then I was trying to keep like shells and stuff over here. Shells and anemones. Lettuce. Creatures and whatnot. I'll deal with all of this at a later time. Say that, knowing full well there's a good chance I will never come back to that. There we go. There we go. So, to make this a little bit easier on myself, I getting kind of hungry. And instead of jumping off and grabbing some food and then coming back on for like 10 minutes, I think I'm just going to end early today. It looks like as far as CPU wise goes, I've gotten it all fixed. Marvel Rivals was still acting funny, so I think instead tomorrow we might do the test with actually playing Stalker for about an hour and then jump back over here into doing more of this. For now, let's go raid Noxus just so we can say we did. Oh, actually, I think this is the first time. Hold on. This is the first time I get to do that on Kick. I don't know how to do that though. How do I'm gonna have to Google how to do it because I have absolutely no idea. Give me 1 second. Okay. There's a minimum before I can do it anyway. So that's fine. I don't have to worry about that then. Good. Yes. Use Lychee's impromptu message that I feel like you have saved somewhere. Or you type the first part with a little heart. And then I need to just create that and put it in a command. But so I need to get the game they are playing downloaded. We're actually going to look at, oh God, she's got something funky going on with her screen. Let's call her out on it. I'm actually going to start trying to do a little bit of collab streams with them with this dinosaur game they're playing. And we're going to start doing a little bit of collabs with Rye at Night with World of Warcraft. However, the daytime collabs are definitely going to go down when Kingdom Come comes out. But I mean, obviously, you know, aside of that though, I'll have a great day. I'm going to go get some food and some drink and some rest. And y'all have a good one, all right? Bye. Bye. Okay, everybody else that's still here, got everything.